Hey, what's up, Cheese Slut Nation? It's Vino Mike here, and I'm doing the Cheese Church Challenge from CheeseSexDeath. If you're not following this account on Instagram, what are you doing? It's amazing. And cheese is something I've wanted to get into more so than just eating it and enjoying it. Learn a little bit more about it, learn about the process, the different cheeses, where they're from. A lot of similarities to wine here, right? And also discover some fun wine pairings along the way. So we're in week 2 of the 10-week Cheese Church Challenge, where you try a new cheese each week. And this week, per CheeseSexDeath, she recommended doing a ash ripened chev, goat's milk cheese. So what I have here is this beautiful hunk of what is called Humboldt Fog, one of the best cheeses on the planet Earth. And so this is a goat's milk cheese. It comes from Cypress Grove Creamery Dairy. They're in Humboldt County, Northern California, almost 300 miles north of San Francisco. And Arcata is the city that they're located in, near the coast. So what's pretty cool is they've got this ash ripened line that goes right down the center of the cheese that you saw. And that was kind of the founder, Mary Keene, I believe is her name, kind of her vision of this cheese. That kind of represents the fog line that comes in on the coast of the county there. So anyway, really cool. I didn't really know that's what that was about. But this is like the signature look of the cheese, that ash ripened line that goes right down the middle and bisects the cheese. So this was the vision for this. It started in the 70s, and the creamery was founded in 1983. So this has been around for a little while now. And it's an amazing cheese. So let's check it out. CheeseSexDeath recommends we try this all by itself. Don't add any kind of ingredients to it. Cook it, bake it, whatever you're gonna do. Just have the cheese raw as is. So let's check it out. Like the texture of this thing, it's soft and creamy, but it has this density that is really impressive. Very light, like blanched almond note coming out to me. Boy, describing cheese, this is difficult. I'm much better with wine, but I'm trying to get going with this and get some experience with it. So here I am, gonna make a fool out of myself on the internet, but it won't be the first time, won't be the last time. It just tastes good, right? Like when you are getting into wine and just, oh, that tastes good. Well, what do you smell and taste in it? It's very hard for a connoisseur that doesn't do that regularly to throw out some descriptors with wine, and I'm totally finding that to be the case with cheese here, but I gotta try one more bite. This is amazing. I do have a little prosciutto on the plate to go with this, and we've got some wine here that we're going to get into in a second. But one more bite here. This is just delicious. It is so good. Very clean flavors. Maybe a little waxy. I kind of get like this candied lime, this sort of citrus note that's coming out with it a little bit. But anyway, CheeseSexDeath recommended just doing a dry rosé with this type of cheese. And so I picked this up. This is called Cuvée de Chartreux, the Belle Emilie from Cellier de Chartreux. This is a Rhone producer. This rosé, it's a blend of Cinsault, Grenache, and Syrah, I believe. And it just is labeled as IGP Gard. Gard is like the department here. Kind of skims on I'd say the western part of the Rhone Valley, like Lirac is in the Gard, and Nîmes, Costières de Nîmes. These appellations are in the Gard department. but they're obviously not claiming an appellation here. They're probably broadening, grabbing fruit from a few different appellations, labeling as IGP Guard. So let's check this out. I'm definitely ready for a sip. Shout out to the importer here. This is brought in by Vin and Vin Noble. Shout out to you, Maddie. Thank you for bringing this in. And smells great. Really light, pale color. This isn't like your pink, super concentrated pink rosé. It looks more like an orange wine. I don't know if you can see this too well or not, but yeah, this is really pale colored rosé, which I'm loving right off the bat, because I'm gonna assume that it's fresh and dry and crisp, and not very fruity, which is kind of what I love in my rosé. Yeah, very light, pale, cherry skin, a little bit of bitterness, herbal quality coming through, some nice white pepper. You get the pepperiness from these grapes like Syrah, Grenache, a little bit of strawberry too, watermelon, not a whole lot, like watermelon rind, not like juicy Jolly Rancher, excuse me, watermelon where it's all candied and fruity tooty and everything. This wine is not like that, and it's actually quite a nice pairing with the cheese, which is so delicate and creamy, soft and round. Let's try it together. Man, thank God for the Cheese Church Challenge, especially in the middle of January. This is way too much fun. This is a nice pairing. Got my son here, so you're gonna come in the video here and say hi to everybody. You wanna try some of this cheese? Huh? A little bite of it? Yeah. This is called Humboldt Fog. Like when it's foggy out, can you say Humboldt Fog?
Ew, I don't want to taste.
Ew, you don't want to taste? All right, have some prosciutto then.
Yeah.
Bleh. All right, well, we're working on it.
Daddy,
Here, try some.
Hey, guys.
No? All right.
No, guys.
All right, hey, I'm going to cut the video now. Thanks so much for checking it out. Cheese Church Challenge. Get on board. And, hey, be well out there. Enjoy some great cheeses and great wines.
Do you like my new light-up shoes I got?